All right, y'all, we're gonna make some Hillbilly Hash Brown Casserole. I'm gonna start with 32 ounces of shredded hash browns, and then we're gonna dump 2 pounds of ground beef up in there. If I can get it out of this finicky bowl here. You wanna drain the meat as best you can, but a little grease never hurt nobody. All right, so we got our 2 pounds of ground beef in there. Moving right along, we got about half a diced yellow onion. It's gonna go in here. Okay. And then we're gonna take 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup and just dump it in there. If I can get them out of here. The laws of physics are fighting against me. Here we go. Get that out of there. And we want to scrape them out. Just like they taught me in the Appalachians. Nice and thorough. We don't like wasting. All right. Now once you have all that, give it a good mix. Okay, before you have it fully mixed, we're going to put a little bit of garlic salt. I already seasoned the meat, but I want to put a little extra seasoning into the full mixture here. And we're going to throw a little pepper in there. We're going to mix it a little bit more before we add one final ingredient. All right, once you mix that up a little bit, we're going to add half of this cheese. So it's about a cup of shredded cheddar cheese. I grated it myself. This ain't from the bag, no cardboard. Get that nice and mixed in there. And once we have the cheese mixed in there a little bit, one final little step. 1 cup of milk. Need to get it a little creamy. It's feeling a little dry. There we go, now we're talking. All right, we got that nice and mixed up. So we're gonna take our 13x9 baking dish and we're gonna throw the mixture in there. Get it all out. All righty. So let's go ahead and smooth this so it's nice and even. I cannot wait to have some of this. We have that nice and evenly spread on there. We got the oven preheated to 350. We're gonna throw it in there for 45 minutes to an hour. So we want to check in about 45 minutes to an hour. Should be about ready. We got one more step though. All right, y'all, let's check out this Hillbilly Hash Brown Casserole. Ooh, baby. Man, oh man. All right, y'all, before it's done, we got one final step we gotta do. We're gonna take that cheese that we had left over, put it over the top. You never have too much cheese, right? Just go ahead and get the rest of it over the top there. So we're gonna put it in there for 5 more minutes, get it nice and melted, and we'll come back and be ready to try. Ooh, you smell that, Rain? Mm-hmm. That smells good. Yeah, get a nice look at that. All right, y'all, this is one I think I gotta serve up while it's hot. So I'm gonna go right here. Look at that. Steaming, baby. Rain's hungry, y'all. All right, let's give this thing a try. I like trying it hot like my buddy Charles. Shout out Charles, Parks, and Kim. Miss you guys. I think we're ready. Man, y'all. That makes me want to load up the truck and move to Beverly Hills. If you know what I mean. Y'all gotta try it. All right, y'all, we're gonna make a cheeseburger casserole. We're gonna start with 3 baked potatoes that I cut into rounds. That's gonna go over the bottom of our 13 by 9 baking dish. Boom. All right, we got our bottom layer there. Next, we want to add a layer of cheese. We don't want to use all this cheese. You just want to do about maybe half a cup's worth, because the main layer is going to go on top. But you do want to get this bottom layer on there to get the full effect of this cheesy goodness. A little bit more. All right, now that we have the bottom layer of cheese, we're going to put our ground beef over the top of our cheese layer. Make sure it's distributed nice and evenly for our cheeseburger casserole. Just get it nice and spread around. Perfect. That was about 1.25 pounds of beef. Next, we got our cream of mushroom soup that we're going to put in as our next layer. This is one of those layered casseroles. Make sure it's nice and scraped out, y'all. So just spread that over the top of the meat as best you can. This thing don't have to be pretty, it's about being tasty. Also, I seasoned the meat with garlic powder, paprika, and a couple other things that I can't remember right now. Oh yeah, salt and pepper. So we got that nice and seasoned up in case y'all are like, he didn't even season the meat. I did season the meat. I seasoned it well. Okay, now that we have that spread over the top, we'll go to our next tasty layer. I sauteed an onion, red pepper, and some minced garlic. And I sauteed it in the beef grease. And I highly recommend doing the same. Get some of that beef flavor in there. Okay, we got all that on there. Get that nice and spread over the top as best you can. Like I said, it ain't gotta be pretty, it's just getting all the flavors mixed in there together. All right, we got that nice and mixed in there. And this was not part of the recipe, but me personally, I want to add a little bit of garlic salt. Just add a little bit of extra seasoning over the top. Season as you cook, y'all. All right, now that we got that, finally, we're gonna add our final amount of cheese over the top of this. This is freshly grated cheddar cheese. I suggest, if you want it to melt real good, I would suggest grating your own cheese and not doing the bagged stuff. It just melts a lot better. But if you don't have time and want to get some bagged stuff, cool, it'll still taste great. It'll just taste a little bit better with that grated cheese. All right, y'all, so we got the oven preheated to 350. We're gonna put it in there for 35 to 40 minutes. 35 to 40 minutes, y'all, should be ready. All right, let's check out this cheeseburger casserole. Ooh, that is looking tasty. What you think, Rain?
That looks pretty good.
Oh my goodness. Just smells so good too. I gotta try this while it's still hot. Let's see here. I'm gonna go right in here. Get those potatoes on the bottom. Oh yeah. It ain't gonna be pretty, it's just gonna taste real good. Look at that. Y'all, you gotta try this. Oh man, this looks so good. Man, that is bubbling. Y'all, this is one of the best things I have made on this page. Highly recommend y'all gotta try this for real. For the sake of your family, your loved ones. I'm saying, tell a friend about this one. All right, y'all, we're gonna make a loaded potato casserole. We got 6 potatoes that I diced and peeled and boiled for about 10 minutes. That's where we're gonna start, and we're gonna put in a stick of butter, softened up. And we're gonna do 1 cup of sour cream, which is about half, well, really exactly half this container. There we go. We're going to do 4 ounces of cream cheese. Look at all that just white creaminess going on in there. And more to come. We're going to do half a cup of whole milk. We're going to do some cooked bacon. It's already cooked. And I cut it up into pieces. Not all of it. We're going to save a little bit for a part towards the end. We're going to do a heaping teaspoon of minced garlic. And we got some shredded Colby Jack. We're going to put about a cup and a half worth of cheese. We're not going to use all this cheese. We're going to save some also for towards the end of the recipe. There we go. Finally, we're going to throw some salt and pepper on this baby. And let's give it a nice mix. You want to just gently stir it all together. You don't have to like mash up the potatoes. You just want to kind of gently stir it. I mean, if they get a little mashed up, that's fine. That's good. It just doesn't have to be, you know, like mashed potatoes. You know what I'm saying? All right, we got that pretty good and stirred up in there. So we're going to take our 13 by 9 dish here and just dump these babies in there. Ooh, wow. Ooh, thicky thick. Now that we got that in there, all right, now that we got that in there, we're gonna smooth it over the top. Got that pretty good and smooth over the top there. So we're gonna take that remaining cheese that we had left over, sprinkle it over the top here. Just try to evenly distribute it. I did Colby Jack. Some people might want to do some sharp cheddar, whatever cheese you prefer. Honestly, that's what you can do. All right, so we got the cheese on there, and then we're going to take that remaining bacon that we had also left, put that on the top. That way it can look real pretty when you bring it to the family reunion. Y'all know we eat with our eyes, right? All right, y'all, so we got the oven preheated to 375. We're gonna put it in there for about 25 minutes. and we'll come back and check on it. All right, y'all, let's check out this loaded potato casserole. Oh, that smells good. I smell that bacon too. It's like my favorite smell in the world. I can tell this sheet pan is about to flip. Hopefully it doesn't do it on screen. We'll see. Gotta get a nice look at that. I think it's time to try this, baby. You don't necessarily need a spatula for this because it's a potato casserole, but that's what I'm gonna use. I can already tell this is gonna be like the perfect side dish. Looks so like perfect and creamy. Oh yeah. All right, let's give it a try. Okay, y'all. This is like the perfect side dish. You got a family get together, you got a family reunion, trying to party. You know, you just want to go heavy side dishes at the Super Bowl, whatever you want to make it for. This is some good stuff. Y'all got to try it for real.